Okay, welcome everybody to today's class. Again, we're doing advanced phrasal verbs and idioms. This is from a white book from Oxford University Press called Advanced Phrasal Verbs and Idioms. But as I always tell you, I do have a book on phrasal verbs, visual phrasal verbs, and you can buy this on Amazon or on my website, skypelessons.com. And that's the PDF you can buy on the website, but you can buy the physical book on Amazon. So let's get started. We usually talk about news getting out or news leaking out, and they're exactly the same, these two. News gets out, news leaks out. And you can also say that news gets round or goes round, so I ought to put those two on there as well. News can get round, news can go round. Slightly different meaning there. But if news gets out, then it's revealed, it becomes public, it becomes known. Hi to Canada. And if news leaks out, same thing, it becomes public, it becomes known, even though it wasn't known beforehand. You could have a scandal that could break out, which could get out, which could leak out. There you go, break out as well works with a scandal. A scandal can break out. And so all of those are pretty similar. And this is why I like you to remember your phrasal verbs in big groups, in clusters. And there are plenty of clusters in that book. Now, if you reach the end of the line or you reach the end of the road, just as it sounds, it means you reach the end of something, some long process, which is taking a long time. So, usually this is used though in certain situations, because you wouldn't say it for university. You wouldn't say he's reached the end of the line when he's got to the end of his course. But reach the end of the line, reach the end of the road. It's something, it's some kind of process where it sounds sad that you've gone to the end of the line or the end of the road in some kind of way. Let me come back to that because I'm not sure I've explained that very well. But we'll keep going because I will try my utmost to explain each and every idiom or phrase on this board. So to try your utmost, to do your utmost is to do your best. That's all it means. It means do your best. Do as much as you can to achieve something. So try your utmost, do your utmost. An excellent expression, very, very common. Okay, if something is in the public eye, then obviously the public know about it. It's in the eye of the public. Yeah, it's exactly what you would expect it to mean, this one, in the public eye. So it means the public know about it, okay? So if the press write about something, it means that the news has got out and it gets in the public eye, yeah? I mean, everybody knows about it because it's in the newspapers. The news has leaked out. Okay, if you couple something with something, this simply means combine something with something, join something with something. And you very often see it without this something, actually. You very often see something like his strength coupled with his speed means that he's a great boxer or something like that, yeah? And you could equally say his strength combined with his speed means that he's a great boxer. Yeah, and so you're just adding two things together. You're combining two things when you couple something with something. Now, take its toll on somebody or something and take a heavy toll on somebody or something. We use this very often, for example, for bad habits. So smoking takes its toll on your health, but you could also say smoking has taken its toll on him. And that's why I write somebody or something here, because both are possible here. And we could use it with all sorts of different bad habits, but I suppose it can be used in other situations as well. I mean, it could be used, it's not the chapter on conflict anymore, it's celebrity, but you could even use this for the military and say the attack, the bombardment, the aerial bombardment took a heavy toll on the defending side, something like that. And so it doesn't have to be just bad habits, but it means that something has damaged you in some kind of way. You've paid a heavy price. So if you remember this one, you've paid a heavy price because of the smoking or because of the drinking or whatever it is, if we're using bad habits. Now, if you bounce back from something, this means that you make a recovery in some kind of way. It means you had a low point, but now you're bouncing back. So think of a ball going down and then back up again. And so it means you had a low point and now you're getting better. You're getting healthier very often, but it doesn't have to be physical health. You could also be talking about mental health. And so maybe somebody has a nervous breakdown, but then they bounce back. Come to the end of the road is a synonym of reach the end of the line. If you've got any more to say about that, please do, Maria, because it will help me remember exactly what this one means. A setback is anything which hinders you. A hindrance is a setback. An obstacle is a setback. Anything which prevents you from making progress is a setback. And anything which prevents you from making progress sets you back. So this is a noun from the phrasal verb to set somebody back. And anything that sets you back hinders your progress. So it's some kind of obstacle in some kind of way. So you might say, the business has suffered a number of setbacks this year. Maybe new legislation has come in that's made things very difficult for the business. Something like that. New legislation could be a setback. It sets the business back. Now, if something casts a shadow over something else, usually it means that it makes this something less hopeful or less happy in some kind of way. It introduces some kind of negative element. I mean, the shadow is the negative element. So perhaps a couple were happily married, but then something cast a shadow over their marriage and caused arguments, something like that. It means that it stops it from being happy or hopeful in some kind of way. And the shadow is whatever casts a shadow is the problem that's come in and has stopped the happiness or stops the hope. Okay. So, I mean, one more example for this. So maybe some star is being really successful and they're doing really well, but something casts a shadow over their success. Good, yeah. So something good that doesn't last long. Exactly. Thank you, Maria. So it's something good that doesn't last as long as you want it to, when it reaches the end of the line, or reaches the end of the road. So, something good which doesn't last long. We often use that, reach the end of the line or reach the end of the road. So thank you, Maria, for helping me out there. I appreciate it. Now, if you fight your way through a crowd, or you fight your way... I've missed a word there. Sorry about that. You've got to fight your way through the crowd.